Boker Tov, Yom Tov, Zarim Tovim, and Laila Tov, Chadutha. May joy be fully manifested in and through you in the fullness of the expression of the totality of all. This is Carrie, and I'm speaking from my heart today. I had some thoughts that I wanted to share. I was led to the book of Proverbs and decided that for my own personal study time that I wanted to start beginning to look at that. There is much still to be extracted through the Hebrew, because Hebrew and Aramaic really initially are supposed to be one language. But for some reason, I was just feeling drawn to the book of Proverbs. So I decided to pull up Proverbs 1:1 and actually look at the word Proverbs, Mishleh. And in looking at it, I love how the language is. It's from Mashal. And Mashal is the same letters, just in a different order, of the word Shalem. Instead of it leading with the Sheen, it leads with the Mem. Mashal is Mem, Sheen, Lamed. Shalom is Sheen, Mem, Lamed. So because both of these words have the same gematria, the same number total, they are directly connected to one another. I actually find it quite amusing in looking at this, because these are the parables of Solomon, whose name is from the same root of Shalem. It's Shlomo. And so there's a little bit of humor already at the very beginning of this. Why do I want to share this with you? Well, I found something very fascinating, as I always do, as the words speak directly to my heart, and when I sit with them, things are revealed to me. And so I just wanted to share it with you. For those of you who want to go and dig up your Strong's Concordance, it's Strong's number 4912 is the root of Mishleh. And taking a look down at the definition of it, the definition through Strong's Concordance says, apparently from Mashal in some original senses of superiority in mental action, properly a pithy maxim, usually of metaphorical nature, hence a simile, as an adage, poem, or discourse. So the phrase pithy maxim is not something that I normally hear in our English language, so I thought I'd take a look at its definition. And pithy maxim, well, a maxim is a brief statement that contains a little piece of wisdom or a general rule of behavior. And the defining characteristic of a maxim is that it's pithy. That is, it packs a lot of meaning into just a few words. So that kind of helped me drill down a little bit on it some more. And taking a look a little deeper, this is really interesting as it layers, because the root of this comes from mashal. It's spelled the same, has a little bit of different vowel points, but this word means to rule, to exercise dominion, to have dominion over, to reign. So when I look at those definitions and see that this has to do with Proverbs, then this is letting me know that there's something in here that is packing a huge punch, that is bringing things forward, that is to help me raise myself up in sovereignty, in having dominion. So therefore, there's probably much that can be dug out, and it's connected to shalom. Shalom means to be completed, to be safe in mind, body, and estate. And of course, there's much more there, because those who are of Shalem, those who have completed, have authority in their heart, and they've gone through the fire and the water, which is also connected to masculine and feminine energy. It goes so deep, so quickly. So in looking at this from Mashal and seeing that it's the first word, it's letting us know that Mishleh is that what is bringing us the ability to rise up into our sovereignty and the yod is added. It's been added on the suffix side, so it has to do with father, and it has to do with intimacy. This has to do with moving out of the bride paradigm into the queen paradigm, where you receive power, means, and direction from things that have been hidden, that are only being brought forward to those who have been going through the maturation process. So this really is the book of maturation that allows you to become completed, where you're safe mind and body and estate, by revealing things that are hidden to you. Another interesting aspect of the word mashal, in taking a look at it, is that right in the middle of this word is the sheen. And the sheen always has to do with the consuming fire of God. And this consuming fire of God, when you resist it, it burns. The heat of it can be felt. And that's intentional, because there are some things that we need to have dealt with in our life, especially dealt with their beast, egoic nature, and healings and things that needs to be transmuted. So that sheen, that spirit essence, that fire being right smack dab in the middle of that word is not a coincidence. So what we have left on either side is Mem Lamed. Mem Lamed is a word, and it means word. In the New Testament, you will see it written many times as Melpha, which is a deeply profound Aramaic word. I'm not going to go into that per se. That would be for another day. But the fact that we have this Hebrew word with the symbols, Mem Lamed, that has fire in the middle of it, is letting us know that these things that were written are really going to be revealing some things about our heart. And it's going to be packed full of wisdom for us to be able to rise up into our place of sovereignty, to rulership, to have dominion. And the goal of that, really, the goal of that is to be able to have dominion within ourselves, to become our own ruler over our own self, our own spiritual standing sovereign that has authority within their heart. So this book is really a treasure. It's a gift to all of us, so that we can experience that fire, that consuming fire, that will be helping us transform our innermost being into that of light, because fire and light are synonymous with one another. This whole book is actually done in a form of what's called Hebrew parallelism. And parallelism in Hebrew poetry, it's a structure of thought, rather than like an external form like meter or rhyme, in which the writer balances a series of words so that the patterns of deliberate contrast or intentional repetition appear. Well, that is connected. As soon as I read that, that is connected to inculcation. Inculcation is a form of learning. And for a lot of us, we've gone through this deconstruction process, and we're reteaching ourselves and getting rid of things that are holding us back or have held us back. And we're reparenting ourselves through different patterns. So perhaps this book of Proverbs, as I begin looking at it, is going to be bringing lots of nuggets forward, as I'm sure it will. And as I find them along the way, I will share them with you. It is my heart that we all rise into our spiritual sovereignty, that we would be in the place of standing, in our place of becoming, for it to fully come into pass, this expression of who we are as a people, who we are as a collective group of people, as we're expanding our consciousness and embracing more light and becoming a manifestation of that light in the form of love. I really look forward to the thoughts of Shlomo and what will be revealed to those who are walking a spiritual maturation path through the things that are hidden. And really, when I take a look at it, this whole book is about revealing you to yourself. the hidden aspects that were not brought forward, that are only revealed to those who are courageous, that want to walk that deep spiritual path and plunge into the depths of their heart in order for them to continue to grow, continue to heal themselves, continue to become mature, and eventually, through the process, be those who are revealed as carrying the Mashiach, the Christ anointing, as it was a process that they went through. As we excavate as a family, the book of Revelation, the first 4 words really are tied into this. So I'm excited about the journey. I'm excited of the revealing, and I'm excited to bring some more things to you as we go along and dive deep within ourselves and see what the sacred writings want to speak to us and to reveal to us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Shalom, shalom, chadutha, and namaste.